So the Lions signed Jared Goff to a really nice contract extension. It's 4 years, $212 million annual value of $53 million a year. That's a lot. Yeah, that's for sure a lot, but it's going to be, as of right now, it's slightly under Joe Burrow, who has the most annual value at $55 million. So this extension will keep him through and under contract through 2027 with an option for 28. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people are like, wow, that's a ton of money. Now, the details aren't out yet, or at least I haven't found them yet. Maybe they are somewhere. Someone can correct me in the comments if they are out. But I'll tell you, I would imagine that it's a front-loaded contract with quarterbacks that you're somewhat on the fence about. Now, I'm more Jared Goff. I'm a more supporter than most. But quarterbacks that you're like, he's not Mahomes, he's not Herbert. You're always signing contracts and make sure the contract is something you can get out of after a couple years if you want, right? Like the Kirk Cousins deal, for example, is $100 million guaranteed, but that's all within the first 2 years. I'm almost positive that all of that $100 million is within the first 2 years. So if they want to move on after 2 years, it's not a punitive cap hit to do so. You get most of the guaranteed money out of the way early. That way, if you want to make a change, you incur a little bit of a dead cap hit. You move on to a younger, cheaper quarterback. That's usually how it goes. A la Bo Nix, for example, right? They're going to go to a younger, cheaper quarterback, but they're still paying a ton of money to Russell Wilson on a dead cap hit. So that's kind of how it works. So my guess would be that it's front-loaded. They have some young, cheap talent. They'll pay Goff more now while that talent makes less, and then it'll switch. They'll pay some of their young guys, and then Goff in 25, 26. The salary cap will go up by then. He's not going to actually be making that much when you look at it against the cap, relatively speaking. By 2026, he'll be the 12th highest paid quarterback. That's how this works. Even Mahomes already, he's not even a top, I think, 3 paid quarterback because he's restructured it. He's 3 years away from, when he signed his deal. So that's kind of how it works. As the cap goes up, as these guys start making more and more, it won't be as bad as you think. So that'd be my guess in terms of the goal of that contract. And that also, like I said, allows them to get out after 2 years if they wanted to. Although I don't think they will. And I've been a big Jared Goff supporter, like I said. And I actually did a TikTok about this when I was in Mexico like a year and a half ago now. It was not this past November, but the November before. And I said, it sounds crazy, but Jared Goff and Josh Allen are a lot more similar than you think. Now, just passing, I'll preface this with saying I would prefer Josh Allen over Goff. I think at worst he's the 5th best quarterback in football. At best, I think he's the 2nd best quarterback in football. I would rather have Josh Allen over Jared Goff. So everybody that's going to come at me in the comments, I'm saying it now, I'd rather have Josh Allen over Jared Goff. But if you just look at the numbers, okay, thanks for talking to me. I don't want to print this. Anyway, it's not a landslide. It's not a big drop-off, right? The drop-off is arguably not there, and if it is, it's not a significant difference between the two quarterbacks. And the numbers are on your screen now. Goff completes about 1% higher in terms of completion percentage, throws for about 20 yards more per game, a slightly better touchdown-interception ratio, not much, about 1/10 of a point there on that, and the pass ratings about 1 point higher, 93.6 to 92.2. So Goff from the pocket, from a pure passing standpoint, is actually a little bit better in each one of these categories. Again, I know that Josh provides a ton more with his legs. He runs for a bunch of touchdowns. He's almost the entire offense in Buffalo. Again, I'd rather have Josh Allen. But when we're freaking out that Jared Goff's making a ton of money, it's like, well, does he not kind of deserve it? Like, he's up there with those guys in terms of passing. And you have to factor in, what situation's he in, right? He's been fantastic since he's been with Detroit. He's a leader. He's a veteran. He's consistent. He's going to show up week in and week out. He has not been an injury problem. He's not a problem in the locker room. A young team that's really, really built on culture. That's what Dan Campbell, has kind of built the foundation of this organization on, which is culture, maturity, doing the right thing, going about things the right way. Jared Goff embodies all of those things. It's more than just, hey, is Jared Goff good on Sunday or Monday or Thursday? Well, yeah, he is, but he also provides all these other things. The people that screamed for Dak Prescott to get paid, where are they now complaining about the Jared Goff contract, right? Dak got paid a ton of money. People are like, oh, well, he deserves it. He's great at the podium. He's a great leader, and he wins in the regular season. It's like, well, you just described Jared Goff. Like, Jared Goff's good in the regular season, wins a ton of games, adult in the room, good at the podium, good leader, consistently there, available, right? Not injury prone. does enough with his arm to be a really good NFL quarterback. I'm not saying he's Mahomes. I'm not saying he's Josh Allen. Like I said, I'd rather have Josh Allen over Jared Goff. Again, provides more with his legs, bigger, stronger athlete. But Jared Goff's a really, really solid NFL quarterback. I think some people may be losing sight of that just because he gets paid a lot of money.